just find out the cumulative average time per unit. So first one it is 1000. Okay, next 90% of 1000, that's equal to 900. Now here what is given? An engineering company has 80% of learning effect. So here 80% of learning effect. The previous problem is 90%. Cumulative average time per unit. First it is given 20,000. Then 90% of 20,000 is 18,000 again. Hello dear students, welcome to this session of basic mathematics class. I am Mr. Niranjan, faculty, Department of Mathematics, Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. So in this session I am going to discuss regarding the 5-mark problems on this learning curve. You may expect one 5-mark question from these type of concepts. Okay, straight away move to a problem. Today I am going to discuss regarding problems on linear curve for 5 marks. So you will have only one problem for 5 marks. Let us discuss all types of 5-mark questions in this session. Now move on to the first problem. So what is the problem given? Just go to the statement carefully. A motor company, limited has observed that a 90% of learning effect. Whenever a new product is taken, up for production, the anticipated production to 320 units for the coming year. So what is the anticipated production? 320 units for the coming year. The production is done in lots of 10 units. So there are lots of 10 units. Each lot requires 1000 hours at 15 per hour. Calculate the total labor hours and the labor cost to manufacture 320 units. This is the problem given. See, go to the problem. I'll read the problem once again. So a motor company limited has observed that 90% of the learning effect applies to all labor related cost. Whenever a new product is taken up for the production, the anticipated production is 320 units for the coming year. Let me explain. The production is done for lots of 10 units each. Each lot requires 1000 hours at 15 per hour. Calculate the total labor hours and labor cost to manufacture 320 units. Now just write down the given concept in a table. So first lots produced, then total output in lots, then cumulative average time per unit or per hour, that is total hours. So here let us form a table. Lots produced, then total output in lots, then cumulative average time per unit, that is hours, and the total hours. Now let us consider one cost is equal to 10 units, right? One cost is equal to 10 units. So you know for 90% the lot produced are 1, 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16, right? So lots produced is 1, 1, 2, 4, 8 and 16. Then total outputs in the lots. So total outputs in the lots is 1. This is 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 2 is 16, 16 into 2 is 32. So here the total outputs in the lots is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32, right? Now what is given? 90%. For 90%, the production is done in lots of 10 units. Each unit lot requires 1000 hours. So here just find out the cumulative average time per unit. So first one it is 1000. Okay, next 90% of 1000, that's equal to 900. 90% of 1000 is 900. So similarly find out 90% of 900 is equal to 810. Similarly, 90% of 810 is equal to 90% of 810 is 729, and then similarly 90% of 729 is equal to, so this is equal to 656.1, 656.1. Similarly, 90% of this 656.1 is equal to, so this is nothing but 590.49. okay. See here, very simple type this is. First write down the lots produced 1, 1, then 2, 4, 8 and 16. The total outputs in lots are 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32. Now cumulative average time per unit, that is per unit or it is hours. Cumulative average time per unit, that is the number of hours. So first it is 1000. 90% of 1000 is 900. Again 90% of 900 is 810. Similarly 90% of 810 is 729. 90% of 729 is 656.1, and 90% of 656.1 is 590.49 or 5. Now just calculate the total hours now. Okay. Now to calculate the total hours, just multiply with this. So multiply with this, multiply these two. So 1 into 1000, this is equal to 1000. Again 2 into 900, that is 1800. 900 into 2 is 1800. Again 4 into 810. If you multiply 810 into 4, how much you are going to get? So that is 3240. 3240. Next 8 into 729. 8 into 729 is equal to 5832. 5832. Okay, next 16 into 656.1, that's equal to 10,497.6. right. Now the last one, 32 into 590.49, that's equal to 18,895.68. that's it. Okay, cross check. So 1 into 1000, 2 into 900 is 1800, 4 into 810 is 3240, again 4 into 729 is 5832, and 16 into 656.1 is 10,497.66, and 32 into 590.49 is 18,895.68. So this is the total hours. Okay. Now, so what is to calculate? Now what is to calculate means, so calculate the total labor hours and the labor cost to manufacture 320 units. Now just write down, therefore what is the total hours? Therefore the total hours, total hours is equal to 18,895.68. this is the total hours. So the total hours is 18,995.68 at the labor cost of rupees 15. At the labor cost of rupees 15. So at the labor cost of rupees 15, what is the total amount we are going to get? This is equal to 18,895.68 into 15. This is equal to, multiply this, that's all. Okay. So this is equal to rupees 2,83,435.20. that's it. Okay. So this is how we are going to calculate the total cost. So what is the total hours? So therefore the total hours is 18,895.68. So at the labor cost of rupees 15, what is the total cost we are going to get is 18,895.68 into 15, that's equal to rupees 2,83,435.20 is the required answer. That's it. So this is how we are going to calculate the total cost. Okay. The second problem, same as that of the first problem. What is the problem here? Just go to the problem. an engineering company has 80% of learning effect and spends 500 hours for the prototype, estimate the labor cost of producing 7 engines of new order if the labor cost is 40 per hour. Now here what is given? An engineering company has 80% of learning effect. So here 80% of learning effect. The previous problem is 90%. So 80% of the learning effect and spends 500 hours for the prototype. Estimate the labor cost of producing how many engines? 7 engines of new order. If the labor cost, what is the labor cost? The labor cost is rupees 40 per hour. So just prepare the table as that of the previous problem. So what is given? Unit produced, then total output in lots, then cumulative average time per unit or hours, and the total hours. Just calculate the total hours, that's all. Right. So for 80% of the learning effect, unit produced is 1, 1, 2 and 4. So for 80% of the learning effect, the unit produced are 1, 1, 2, 4. Now then this can be written as total output in the lots is 1, then 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8. 1, 2, 4 and 8. Okay. Now just calculate the cumulative average time per units. So what is the given value here? The unit initial value is 500. Learning effect and spends 500 hours. So first unit it is 500 per unit. That is first one is 500 for second one. So what is the second one? 80% of 500. That's equal to 80% of 500 is 400. Now similarly 80% of 400 is 320. Right. Next 80% of 320. What is 80% of 320? That is 256. Okay. See here, very simple. Just for 80%, unit produced is 1124. Then the total output in lots is 1, 2, 4 and 8. Then the cumulative average time per unit is, so first one is 500. Next 80% of 500 is 400. Again 80% of 400 is 320. And similarly 80% of 320 is 256. Now calculate the total hours. So what is the total hours here? So this is 500 as usual, 500. 1 into 500 is 500. 2 into 400. So 2 into 400 is 800. Again next 4 into 320. 4 into 320. And then 8 into 256. Substitute. That's it. So 320 into 4 is 1280. 1280. Right. Next 8 into 256. 8 into 256 is equal to 2048. 2048. 2048. Okay. Now just go to the problem. So estimate the labor cost for producing how many engines? 7 engines. So but we got how many engines are here? So here, so total it is 8 engines. So we have to subtract 1. But that's very important. So therefore total hours of 8 engines. So total hours of 8 engines is equal to what we got? 2048. 2048. Okay. Now total hours. So what is given? Total hours of one engine is, that is equal to how much it is? Total hour learning effect and spend 500 hours. So that's equal to 500 minus 500. Right. So therefore the total hours for 8 minus 1 is 7 engines is equal to 2048 minus 500. That is nothing but 1548, right? That is 1548 hours. So the total hours for 7 engines is 1548. If the labor cost is rupees 40, labor cost is rupees 40 per hour, then therefore the total cost for 7 engines at 1548 hours is, so therefore the total labor cost of how many engines? 7 engines is equal to 1548 into 40. So just multiply it. 1548 into 40 is equal to rupees 61,920 rupees 61,920. So therefore the total labor cost of 7 engine is 1548 into 40, that is nothing but rupees 61,920. This is how we are going to calculate, right? Hope you followed. Okay, now move on to a similar type problem. XYZ company supplies water tankers to the government. The first water tanker takes 20,000 labor hours. The government auditors suggest that there should be 90% of learning effect, 90% learning effect rate. The management expects an order of 8 water tankers in the next year. What will be the labor cost the company will incur at the rate of 20 per hour? This is same as that of the first problem. So here XYZ company, the company is XYZ. XYZ company supplies water tankers to the government. What is the condition? The first water tanker takes 20,000 labor hours. So it will take 20,000 labor hours. The government auditors suggest that there should be 90%. So here again it is 90% learning effect rate. The management expects an order of how many water tankers? 8 water tankers in the next year. What will be the labor cost the company will incur at the rate of 20 per hour? So the labor cost for 8 water tankers at the rate of 20 per hour is to be determined. That's it. Okay. Now same, just draw a table as usual. This is given for 90% of the learning effect. So here we can write unit produced, then total output in units, cumulative average time per unit, and the total hours. So unit produced. Now just write down. So it is for again how much? 90%. So what is the unit produced? As we know, 1, 1, 2, 4. Then the total output, that is 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8. Now cumulative average time per unit, what is given? So that is 20,000. Now calculate. So second, that is the, yes, 90% of 20,000 is equal to, what is this equal to? 18,000, right? 90% of 20,000 is 18,000. Again 90% of 18,000 is equal to 16,200. Again, so 90% of 16,200 is equal to 14,580. That's it. Okay. Now very simple. See here, since what will be the labor cost of the company will at the rate of rupees 20 per hour. So to produce how many? To get, the management expects an order of 8 water tanks. So again it is 90%, 1124. Again the total number of outputs, total output in units is 8. So this can be written as 1, 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 into 2 is again 8. So cumulative average time per unit, first it is given 20,000, then 90% of 20,000 is 18,000, again 90% of 18,000 is 16,200, again 90% of 16,200 is 14,580. This is the total. This is the 90% of 16,200 is 14,580. Now this is the cumulative average time per unit. Now next calculate the total hours. So multiply it, that's it. 1 into 20,000 is 20,000, then 18,000 into 2, 36,000, then 16,200 into 4, so that is 64,800, then 8 into 14,580, that's equal to 1,16,640, right. So here total hours is 200. So 2 into 18,000 is 36,000, 4 into 16,200 is 64,800, 8 into 14,580 is 1,16,640. So the total time is 1,16,640. Calculate at the rate of, what is the rate given? 20 per hour, that's it. Okay. So therefore the time taken for how many water tanks? 8 water tanks is 1 lakh. For 8 water tanks is equal to 1,16,640 hours, right? Okay, hours. So therefore the total cost of the company, therefore the total cost at, what is the rate? At the rate of 20 per hour, at rupees 20 per hour. So the total cost of the company, the total cost for the company at the rate of 20 per hour is 1,16,640 into 20. What is this equal to? Rupees, multiply it, that's it. 23,32,800, that's it. So 23,32,800 is the total cost at rupees 20 per hour, that's it. Okay. So therefore the total cost of the company incurred at the rate of 20 per hour is 23,32,800. This is how we are going to solve this problem for 5 marks. Very easy type. This is an easy type problem. So you may expect this type of question for 5 marks. These are few examples for a 5 marker question. So you may expect one question from this for 5 marks for your final examination. Hope you followed. So that's all regarding today's session. Let us discuss few more problems in the next section. Thank you very much.